Ariel Helwani in Abu Dhabi for UFC 112 with UFC President Dana White. And Dana, I didn't really like the way our debate went last week in New York, so I followed you here to Abu Dhabi. Now what do you got to say to my face?
Nothing, man, nothing.
All right, the big event here, obviously a lot to talk to you about. First off, I mean, you sit back and you look. You've obviously broken a lot of barriers. You've done a lot of stuff. Did you ever think you'd actually be holding an outdoor event in Abu Dhabi?
No, I did not. And I got a funny question today. One of the reporters asked me if I ever thought that I'd be holding a fight in the Middle East before New York, and the answer is no. I never thought I would be.
And now you also talked in that roundtable, Afghanistan next. Tell us about that. When is that fight actually going to take place?
Well, we're working on it right now. We're hoping to do it within the next couple months. Bring a fight to the troops. The big thing that we're battling right now is how would we air this thing to the rest of the world. We don't know if we'd be able to shoot it or not. We might just have to go there and put the fight on and not shoot it, which we've never done before.
Maybe show it on tape delay or not shoot it at all?
Maybe not shoot it at all.
What are we thinking? Summertime?
Yeah, this summer. When it'll be nice and cool out there.
Of course. All right, and please excuse our sweating a little bit. It's a little toasty out here. How difficult was it to actually get this whole event down? I mean, the arena was built in the last 3 weeks. That's pretty amazing. Any barriers along the way?
Yeah, obviously, there's been some challenges, and we've been on the phone going back and forth. But if you saw this place in the 70s, it was literally all desert. They throw stuff up pretty quick here. These guys are amazing. They do. I mean, if you look at the architecture in Abu Dhabi and how fast they put things up, it was nothing for them. They just threw the stadium up like a piece of cake.
Were there any fighters that you said, hey, you're fighting UFC 112 in Abu Dhabi, you're on the card, and they said, you know what, I don't feel comfortable, it's outdoors, I don't feel comfortable going to the Middle East, anything like that?
Nothing. Nobody.
Okay, and how about doing a fight outdoors? You said you're a little nervous due to the weather and whatnot. Could this be something that we'd see not only, obviously Afghanistan would probably be outdoors, but would you like to do this maybe, you've talked about Hawaii, but even in American stadiums, outdoor events?
Yeah, outdoor scares me, I've also talked about doing Fenway Park, which I would love to do, but for instance, last summer, anybody who lives back east knows this, it rained literally all summer. So stuff like that's scary. It's tough to commit to doing an outdoor show.
How has the local media, accepted you and received you here? Is it better than maybe your first time in Germany, let's say?
It's better than my first time anywhere. It's been great. Here, one of the networks is playing nothing but UFC all week, literally 24 hours a day, all UFC. So it's been great.
You walk down the street here. Do people recognize you like they do in the United States?
Yeah. The last time I was here for the Formula One, literally when I got off the plane, everybody started yelling at me saying, Shogun won that fight, Machida didn't, and stuff like that. So, yeah, they like their UFC here, too.
And how has it been working with Flash? You've always said that you, Lorenzo, and Frank, you guys like to work alone and no one bothers you. How's it been working with a new partner?
It's been good, actually. These guys, listen, there were tons of people over the last few years that have wanted to invest in the UFC, and none of them made sense. These guys make sense. They're good strategic partners, and they're going to help us get to where we want to go faster.
You've got 2 title fights on this card. Was that sort of part of the deal that you have to bring? You always have solid cards, but this one's pretty legit. I mean, 2 title fights, 2 of the top pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Was that part of the agreement?
No, not really. It's just the way it worked out. But you're right. We've got two of the pound-for-pound best in the world on the card, and 2 legends in Matt Hughes and Renzo Gracie.
How instrumental was Renzo in getting this deal done between Zuffa and Flash? Because we obviously know his relationship with the Sheik.
Yeah. He wasn't involved at all. No.
Just sort of rumor online.
We came out here and hung out with him and stuff when we came out. But, Renzo's a good guy. I've always liked Renzo and had a good relationship with him, but he wasn't involved in the deal at all.
And this won't be one and done for him, sort of like Hoist, right? He's going to be a part of the UFC's plans for a while.
Yeah, he's signed to fight with us.
Okay, and also want to ask you about Anderson Silva at the pre-fight press conference. He said that he would consider going down to 170 to fight GSP or go up to 205 or heavyweight. Obviously, we know who is your pick for the top pound-for-pound fighter of the world, Anderson Silva. Is that something you'd be interested in, to see him cut weight down to 170?
I'm blown away that he even said that. If it's true, if he could cut down to 170, then I would look at a GSP fight. I would do it. I don't like the idea of GSP moving up, but I don't. Yeah, I'm interested in that if he can make 170.
I've heard you say in the media recently that if BJ wins this fight, he cleans out the division. I'm guessing Gray Maynard might take offense to that. Do you mean, a couple more fights, or could Frankie Edgar be his last fight at 155 if he's victorious?
Yeah, probably. I think that It's no disrespect to Gray Maynard. I like Gray Maynard very much, and I think he's handled this whole thing really well. I just don't think Gray Maynard's ready for a title fight yet.
So what would he do? Would he possibly just vacate the title and move up?
Maybe. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Okay, and finally, just want to ask you, there's been some reports online about a situation with the Bellagio Hotel and some money that you owe them. Clear it up for us. What is the situation?
First of all, I don't owe any casino in Las Vegas one dime, and I've never gambled at the Bellagio, so not true.
Not true at all.
Not true at all.
All right, Dana. Well, we appreciate the time. We look forward to Saturday night at the Concert Arena here in Abu Dhabi.
All right, brother. Thank you.